least one block and a strap. And if you don't, no worries, we'll figure it out somehow, some way. Oh, this door is open, letting all the AC out here. My husband would be very happy. Not so much. Okay, so I'm gonna get my stuff out here. We are gonna start actually in a child's pose. So whenever you're ready, come on down. Bring the knees to the edges of your mat. Extend your arms out in front of you. Bring your forehead down. If it doesn't easily reach, then you can put a block under your head. And we're just gonna take some nice deep breaths here. We're just gonna breathe. Right? Sometimes it's as simple as that. Sometimes you're like, I just need to breathe. I just need to be here. I just need to sort of reconnect to myself. I need to get grounded. I've had kind of a crazy few days flying, driving. I did it to myself. It was my birthday Monday, and I decided to go over to fly to Naples, go over to Fort Lauderdale to see my friend, drive up. My hairdresser moved to Delray, drive up there, see her, and then drive back to Naples. But what I think about in these moments is, how can I ground myself, right? When things are chaotic, and it could be travel, it could be life, it could be work, when things are chaotic, how can you kind of ground yourself and bring yourself back to center? And there are a few things we can do, right? One is the breath, taking time to inhale and exhale, just exploring that. The other thing is our practice, our yoga practice, especially ones where we're on the mat, right? We have our feet on the ground or our hands and our knees like we are now. Just coming back to center. So let's take a few more breaths here in silence. I'll stop talking. Tuning into Ujjayi breath if you haven't already. Nice, deep, strong inhales and exhales through the nose. And we're going to take our arms, our head, our torso over to the right, just getting a gentle stretch through the left side body, down the lats into the ribs. Breath stays the same no matter where we go tonight in our class. And remember, this child's pose is always here for you. You don't need me to tell you to come here. If you need it, you take it. We're going to gently walk this over to the other side. Bring everything with you. Filling up and emptying out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. And then coming back through center, take one more full breath in through the nose. Pause at the top. And then open your mouth, let it go. We're going to come up onto hands and knees. And we're going to set ourselves up. We're going to do some cat and cows in a moment. But what I want to do first is kind of work with that grounding. So you want to make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, okay? And we're going to start with the palms here. So palms are spread, fingers are spread, palms are flat. And I want you to even just very slightly, like literally a half an inch, rotate your hand out to the sides. And then I want you to press down into your hands, feel your core engage, and thinking about like you're turning your hands out to the side, but you're not turning, you're just kind of thinking about it, right? Kind of using that motion. And you'll notice that the eyes of your elbows will rotate forward, right? And this is a great position for for a lot of things, but especially our chaturangas, right? Our low push-up and our upward facing dog. All right. So we're connected here. Now I want you to think about lengthening through the spine. And that's from the tailbone through the top of your head. So if your head's down here, you're kind of cranking on it. That's not one long line, right? We want our gaze down probably between the hands and like a little bit forward of that. So think about getting long from the base through the top of your head, still pressing through the palms. If you need a break at any point, don't hesitate to take it, okay? All right, we're breathing. Now we're gonna do a little something with the shoulders, and I've done this in my strength class, but it's kind of like a scap push-up, and all you're gonna do is move the scapula, so nothing else is moving, which is this part, right, between your shoulder blades here. So you're gonna pull the shoulder blades together, arms are still straight, and then you're gonna push them apart, push into those hands. And then we're gonna pull them together, less push in the hands, and then push them apart, feeling a little bit of a stretch too between there. So a couple more times, keeping the spine long, gotta remind myself too. Belly's engaged. Good, one more. All right, we're gonna come up off the wrist for a moment, tuck your toes under. Let's take a quick toes pose. Rotate the wrists a little bit. I know that can be a lot. Yeah, storm looks like it's coming in here. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me. As long as it's not sideways rain, we should be okay. All right. Hands to heart center, nice and tall here. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. We're going to come back to hands and knees. This time we're going to focus on some cat and cow. So you're going to lift the chest, still not cranking on the neck at all. The belly drops. And then we're going to round into the spine. And let's start to add the breath here. So inhale, belly drops, chest lifts. Exhale, round. Feel those shoulder blades separate, just like we were doing, right? They pull together and then they separate for your cat pose. Couple more times through here. Let's do one more. Why not? Good. And then you're going to take your hands, you're going to place your fingers toward you. You're on the top of your palm. We're just going to, ooh, this is intense. So if it's too intense, turn them to the side. That might alleviate a little bit more. You might have to pull yourself back here. Little stretch through the forearms and the wrists. If they don't come all the way flat, that's okay. No big deal. Woo. All right. Downward facing dog. Walk the hands forward. Think about that palm placement we were working on. Walk your feet back. Nice inverted V. And then do your thing. Let's take about 10 breaths or so. Pedal it out. Move a little bit. Find what you need here. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to take it forward into plank. And then we're going to exhale, press it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. One more time, inhale forward, exhale, pause. One more inhale. Drop the knees if you need. We're gonna let the elbows come back, right? Eyes of the elbows are pointing forward as we lower all the way down to the belly. Setting up for our low cobra, tops of the feet press. Lift the chest, send the shoulders and elbows back. Big breath in. And exhale, release. Press it up, hands and knees, and then back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And a long breath out. All right, let's warm it up a little bit. Right leg lifts. Pull the knee in towards the nose, step it forward, back knee comes down. We're gonna settle into our low lunge here for just a moment, not too long. Pull belly up and in, shoulders down your back, nice little stretch through the thigh and the hip. And then on an exhale, hands to the mat, left foot comes up to meet the right. Flat back, inhale. Pull forward, exhale. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, fold forward, let it go. Flat back, inhale. Right foot steps back, left foot is forward, low lunge on the other side. Again, just a couple of breaths just to kind of settle. You can move a little bit if you need. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, press it back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down, elbows in tight. Inhale to cobra. You might try to come a little bit higher here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Left leg reaches. Knee to nose, pull it in. Step it forward, low lunge, back knee down. Couple of breaths. Feeling a little warmer, a little more open, hopefully at this point. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right foot comes up to meet the left. Flat back. Forward fold. Inhale takes you up. Exhale brings you down. A lot of police happening here tonight. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back. Drop the knee. Arms reach up, low lunge. Settle in, couple breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to your plank. So you can stay with that modification or you can take it to chaturanga. I'll show you that version here, right? We shift forward and we come just halfway down instead of all the way down. We lift into up dog or cobra, and then we press it back into downward facing dog. But you can always stick with that cobra, tabletop back to down dog, or skip it all together if you need to. Breathe in. And breathe it out. Good. Right leg lifts. Pull the knee in towards the nose. Step it forward. We're coming into warrior one. So back foot's going to come down. Back foot in at an angle. Same thing. We're just going to take a few breaths here. Nothing crazy. Think about pushing that left hip forward, pulling the right hip back. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Flat back. Forward fold. Chair pose this time, Utkatasana. Letting the hips drop, keeping the chest lifted and the shoulders down. Full breath in. Exhale, release. Flat back. Right foot steps back, warrior one on the other side. Breathing the outer edge of the back foot down, pressing the right hip forward. Full breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat, back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Optional chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reset. Focus on your breath. Left leg reaches. Hold the knee in, step it forward. Warrior one. Left leg forward, couple of breaths. Each time gets a little bit easier. Maybe. Warrior one is never easy for me. Take a full breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right foot comes up. Flat back. Forward fold. Chair pose. We're breathing. Weights in the heels. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, warrior one on the right side. Take a moment, settle in. Reconnect to your breath if you lost it. Full inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale to plank. Exhale to low push up or all the way down. Inhale to your back bend. And exhale, send your hips high. Good. All right, bring your knees down for a moment. So we're gonna set up for a forearm plank. Actually, I'm gonna turn these lights on. Lights. I don't know if that's gonna help at all. Or maybe it's just my screen might be too dark. Yeah, that could be it too. All right. So what I want you to do is take your strap, if you have it. If you don't have it, no worries. I'll just walk you through it. We're gonna make a loop. So you're gonna loop it through, and then you're gonna loop it through this, whatever this thing is called, so that you have a loop that stays. Now, for our forearm plank, and a lot of these poses on our forearms, what happens is we go like this. We want to try to keep them in. So that's why we're going to use this strap as a little bit of a guide. So what you're going to do is you're going to tighten it, and then you're going to see, oh, perfect. If you can get your elbows in line with the shoulders, okay? So you tighten it until it is small enough to get there. Again, if you don't have the strap, no worries. Just really think about elbows under the shoulders, okay? We're shoulder distance. So now our forearms are down on the mat. We're gonna walk the knees back. We're gonna start here. If you're like, I'm feeling good and I just wanna come right into this plank, then feel free. Otherwise, we're just gonna hold here for a few breaths, right? We're still getting the strength. It's just a modified variation. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. All right, let's bring the knees in. Take the strap out, but keep that loop, and let's head back to down dog. Let's do some other stuff before we come back. All right, full breath in, full breath out. Right leg lifts. This time, let's bend and open. Take a little twirl with the foot. Pull the knee in. We're gonna step it forward into crescent lunge. So back heel stays lifted. Coming all the way up. Again, just a couple of breaths. Maybe some bouncing, maybe some movement. And then we'll open it up for warrior two. So finding some space. Front heel bisects the back foot. We're nice and long here, taking up a majority of our mat. Steady the gaze over the front fingers, and then flip your front palm, take it up and back, just one breath. Exhale, hands to the mat. We're gonna take it into runner's lunge first, inhale. And then while we're here, you're still breathing, right? You're not stuck on the inhale. Right foot toe heels out to the right. Left foot steps to the left edge, and we're gonna land in our squat on a block, on 3 blocks, or no blocks. Pushing elbows into knees, lifting chest. Little breath into those inner hips and thighs. One more inhale. And exhale, let it go. Block out of the way if you're using it. And bring the feet in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're gonna step the right foot back. Crescent lunge on the left side. Taking it, whatever it is you need. One more inhale. Exhale, open for warrior 2. Spread it out, don't be afraid, right? We're not gonna be here super long. So really challenge that front leg. Let your hips get low. Flip your front palm, take it up and back, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Press it back. Big breath in. Long breath out. Inhale to plank. Exhale, low push-upper all the way down. Back bend, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Big breath in. Long breath out. Left leg reaches. Bend the knee, open it up. Roll out the ankle a little bit. And then pull the knee in. Let's step it forward. Crescent lunge. We've been here before. Think about that tuck in the tailbone. Even if you have to bend the back knee, that's okay. Breath in. Open it up for warrior 2. Find that space. We're just here. Can you get a little bit longer? Typically I can, I just don't want to. All right, flip the front palm, take it up and back, breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. We're gonna pause in that runner's lunge. Take the left foot out to the left, right foot out to the right. Block, maybe no block this time. We're gonna settle into our squat. We're only here a few breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, fold, lift those hips up, bring the feet in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back. Find your crescent lunge. Tuck the tailbone, lift the chest. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear that thunder. Holy moly. Open it up, warrior 2. We were not hit, well, we did have a storm surge, so all the beaches are closed, unfortunately. I'm here in North Naples, but I know it was much worse further up. Flip the front palm, reverse, breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. We were hit, what was that, 2 years ago with Ian? That was pretty bad. Luckily, our condo is about 3 miles inland, so never been so happy to not live on the water. All right, knees back down. Let's grab that strap. All right, so now we're gonna find our forearm plank. You can always take it on the knees like you did before. So we have about shoulder width distance here. We're gonna plant the forearms, press through the palms. Knees come back, and then maybe you tuck the toes and lift the hips. So we're in this one long line, right? Think about, we talked about before, from the tailbone through the crown of the head. So it's not dropping, it's not reaching, you're not cranking on your neck. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release the knees. We're going to take it into puppy pose, stretch it out a little. So knees under the hips, arms and torso walk forward. You're either on your chin or your forehead here. It's like a half child's pose, half tabletop. Good. All right. When you're ready, downward facing dog. You know, if you need more time, you can always take it. Big breath in, long breath out. All right, let's flow a little bit here. Deep breath in. Exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your mat. Flat back, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, back to down dog, or you could take it through a chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. We're going to put it together. So you're going to step it forward, starting with your crescent lunge. Rotating into warrior one, staying squared forward. Warrior two. Reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat. Runner's lunge, breath in. Exhale, left foot to right. Flat back. Forward fold. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Flat back. Step the right foot back. We're coming into crescent lunge on the other side. Breath is going to be a little messed up because warrior one and crescent are both an inhale. So just do the best you can. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat, high to low, or back to down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Left leg lifts, bend and open. Step it forward, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse. Hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Right foot comes up. Flat back. Forward fold. Chair pose. Let it go. Lengthen. Left foot steps back, crescent lunge. Warrior one, so that back heel just drops. Warrior two. Reverse it. Hands to the mat, high to low, or right to down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Full inhale. Full exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale, look forward, step or float, top of your mat. Flat back. Fold forward. Take it all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands at heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slow that heart rate a little bit. All right. Strap if you need it. Separate your feet about hip width. Interlace your fingers behind your low back. Open your chest. Pull those fingers down. Pull the belly up and in too. And then we'll soften the knees and take it up and over. Couple of breaths. Good. You're going to release your hands to the mat. We're going to lengthen on the inhale. You're going to step it back to plank position as you exhale. Take a full breath in. Listen carefully. We're going to rotate to the left. So you're on your left hand, right arm to the sky, Vasisthasana. If you're modifying, just bring that bottom knee down. No big deal. We're going to move from here. We're not here very long. You're going to come onto the right forearm. So this arm that's in the sky is going to come down, and then you're going to rotate to the right. Left arm reaches high. Now we're breathing here. Elbow under the shoulder. Hips are stacked. Opening up. Good. Finding your forearm plank. Don't worry, we're not here long. One breath in. Exhale, let those hips drop. Sphinx pose. Good. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. All right, let's press it up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your mat. Flat back. Fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Take a breath. Separate the feet a little. I want you to interlace the way that feels a little bit weird. So the opposite thumb on top. We're going to open it up, soften the knees, pause here for a little stretch through the chest, shoulder blades drawing together and down, and then we'll start to take it up and over. Head is heavy. Releasing your hand. We'll lengthen it out, step it back into plank. Pausing here. Now we're going to rotate to the right. Right wrist under the shoulder. Knee can come down to modify if you need. Lifting those hips high. We're going to start to rotate to the left, but we're going to come onto the forearm instead of the hand. And then reach the right arm high. Breathing here. You got it. You can still bring that bottom knee down to modify. All right, let's find our way into that forearm plank. No strap, no training wheels. Breathing here, 3, 2, and 1. Let those hips come down. Sphinx pose. Ooh, reach the chest forward. Hold the elbows back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. All right, we're going to come up to hands and knees. You're going to take your right hand behind your head. We're going to inhale, reach this elbow high. Exhale, draw it towards the left arm. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull it in. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Open up that thoracic spine and then squeeze. Last time, we're going to reach this arm up and we're going to thread it under for our threaded needle. Breathing into the outer shoulder, the back of the arm, the upper back. If you'd like to take this into a balance or a bind, you are welcome to. Otherwise, just stay here and enjoy this stretch. Unwind. Inhale to reach it up. And then exhale, release. A little shake out if you need it. And we'll just take it to the other side while we're here. Left hand behind the head. Inhale, elbow up. Exhale, draw it in. We're going for 4 of these, about. And then on that 5th time, we're going to thread. I think this is 4. Let's reach that arm. Thread it under. Come on down. I'd like to reach this other arm forward, but you do not have to at all. Oh, this feels so nice. All right, we're going to inhale, unwind, reach it up. Exhale, release it. All right, hands come forward. We're going to press it back. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Good. Right leg lifts, bend and open. We're going to step it forward into warrior one again. And we're going to take it into humble warrior. So if you need that strap for your interlace, go ahead and grab it, but don't lose your little loop there. Take your right foot over to the right edge of it. Interlace your fingers. Open the chest, little baby back bend, but pull the belly in. And then we're going to dive inside of this front knee. Head is heavy. Still pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. Inhale, take it all the way up, warrior one. And then let's exhale into warrior two. Find your reverse. And then take it into side angle. Forearm to thigh, left arm reaching up. If you want to extend it or take a half bind, actually, let's do the half bind just to open the front of the shoulder, right? We were just opening the back of the shoulder. Let's get a little opening in the front there. Full bind if you have it, but don't worry. It's not necessary to get the benefits. Keep pressing through the outer edge of that back foot. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, release your hands to the mat through your chaturanga or back to down dog. Couple deep breaths. Good. All right. Left leg is going to lift, bend and open. We're going to step it forward, starting with our warrior one. We're going to interlace the weird way. Toe heel the left foot over. Open the chest first, press through the back foot, and then taking it up and over. Left hip pushing back, right hip pushing forward. So we're still squared here. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, open for warrior two. Reverse. Let's take it into side angle to start. And then maybe half or full bind. Right hand, if it reaches the leg, great. If it doesn't, great. Doesn't matter. I used to be able to bind much easier, but that's when I was doing yoga every day and only running. It's easier to be a little more flexible, right? When you start to focus on other things, some things have to give. So I just am like, okay, this is what it is now. And that's okay. All right. Reach that arm up, release down dog, or take it through your vinyasa. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, knees come down. So, itchy, here is itchy. We've been secretly working towards a dolphin. We're going to start with a regular dolphin, and I'm going to offer some options. But I want you to start with the strap if you have it, right? Because it's that same arm hand positioning we've been talking about since the beginning of class. So all dolphin is a down dog on your forearms. So set up your arms first, right? Have your strap so that you can wrangle your arms in. Then from here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips. I know the strap might like be in your face, which kind of sucks. So you're going to have to walk your feet in a little. Let your head be heavy. Try to get your shoulders on top of your elbows and you're breathing because this is not easy here, right? We're going to be here for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Whew. All right. Strap to the side. Take a breath. Full breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Right leg lifts. Bend and open. Step it forward. Runner's lunge. Keep the left hand planted. Let's open up for a nice twist here. back leg straight and strong, or bring that knee down. Couple deep breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand down. We're just going to step the left foot up to meet the right. Flat back. Forward fold. You're going to separate your feet hip width. Place your block between your feet. Find your modified chair pose. Hands to heart center. We're going to lengthen, inhale. Exhale, twist left hand to your block, right arm to the sky. So take a peek down. Be sure this right hip didn't pull too far back. We want to try to keep the knees in line, the hips squared, and we're breathing into this twist. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Block to the side. Grab your big toes, lengthen it out, and then fold forward. Soften the knees. If grabbing the toes isn't an option, then just let your arms and head hang. Good. Release the toes, lengthen the spine. Step the left foot back, runner's lunge. We're going to inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Left leg lifts, open it up. Step it forward, runner's lunge. Right hand plants. You can also put a block under that hand here as well. Couple deep breaths. Good. Left hand down. Right foot comes up. Flat back. Fold forward. We're going to separate the feet. Find the block. It can be any height you need it to be. Bend the knees. Lift the arms. Hands to heart center. We lengthen and then twist. Right hand down. So if that feels a little low, it feels a little low on this side for me. I'm going to bump it up one level here. And we're breathing. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold, block out of the way. Flat back. Right foot steps back. Runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take an optional chaturanga if you're feeling it. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, back to the knees. I'm not going to have you use the strap unless you like the strap. I don't know that anyone really likes it, but another option, because we're going to add on to our dolphin. So especially if your face was in the strap, I know it can be challenging. Oh, wet. Is a block. And what you do with the block is you place it into this between the thumb and the pointer finger. Now your elbows can still go out, but it helps give you a little bit of a guide. So I'll show you this one with the block here. So we don't want them coming out, especially if you're slippery, sometimes they splay out. Try to keep them reined in here. We're gonna tuck the toes, lift the hips, maybe walk the feet in a little bit. And then if you're feeling like a bit of an up level, we're gonna lift the right leg and just hold. We're just holding here. We're breathing. Dolphin is an awesome pose for your shoulders because it strengthens the arms and also opens the shoulders at the same time. So we got a little bit of both going on. Right foot down, knees come down, toes untuck, arms by your sides, embryo pose. Let it go. All right. Once more. That's it. I promise. Maybe try it without the block. Another great way to see if you're in the right position, opposite hand to opposite elbow, right? That's the distance you want. So we set it up, opposite hand to opposite arm or elbow, and then reset the arms. Here we go. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, breathing. This time we'll lift the left leg. One more inhale. Exhale, bring that foot down. Let the knees come down. Back to our embryo pose. Let it go. Great work. Good. All right, let's find our downward facing dog if you're ready. We'll lift the right leg, bend the knee, and we'll start to take it into our half pigeon. So right knee towards the right wrist. Take whatever setup props you need. Back leg extends long. I like a block under the chest. It can be under the head, under the hip. And then let's fold forward. Still breathing, Ujjayi. Still nice and strong. Filling up, emptying out. Ideally, your arms are extended long. This one eye is a little dirty, so I'm going to not extend my arms. But we don't want any, we just worked really hard to do some strengthening and stretching in the upper body, right? So we don't want to tense it up. So let those shoulders go, let your face go, your head, your jaw. And let's take 5 more breaths here. Slowly press up, nice and easy. Find our way back to down dog. Walk it out. Vinyasa if you feel like you need in between. And we'll set up for the other side. Left leg lifts and opens. Pull that knee through. Reach the right leg long. And then lengthen through your torso and let it go. If your head doesn't easily come down, and that's where you rested on a block. And then if your hip is really high and it feels really tight, then put a block under there. And sometimes we end up just going to come up, but you're not coming up. We graduate, right? So if you're starting with a block under the hip, and then eventually what happens is that becomes too high, right? You need more stretch. So then you can roll up a towel or use a pillow. I have a client, one-on-one row client, who's kind of at that point right now, right? It's like hip isn't high enough for the block anymore, but it's also not comfortable for her not to have anything under there. So don't be afraid to grab some extra things, extra props like blankets and pillows to use. Couple more breaths. right, let's slowly press it up. If you need a last down dog or chaturanga, take it. Otherwise, just swing your leg around. Make it easy on yourself. All right, keep the knees bent. Let's sit up nice and tall, reach the arms high. And then let's take a forward fold here. Lengthen. And then let it go. Let that head drop. Shoulders released. Breathing into your low back. And slowly roll up. We're going to find our way onto our backs. Have a block handy just in case. Let's pull the knees in. Rock it a little side to side. All right, let's take 2 back bends here. We've done some back bending already. So you're warm for bridge or wheel. You can also take a supported bridge with your block. So set yourself up, heels close to the butt. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift those hips up. Tucking a block under there. If you're using the more restorative option, which I might do on this second one. Now, if you're on the block and you want to stay there, then you stay there. If you're not on a block, let's come down, take a breath, just kind of reset a little bit. And then we'll set it up for number 2. Lifting up, or we could go with the theme today, interlace the fingers, shimmy the shoulders under, why not, right? I love a good theme. We're breathing. Bridge your wheel or your supported bridge. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Soles of the feet together, knees splay out, arms up overhead. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knees into your chest. Finding our happy baby, grabbing either the soles of the feet or under the knees. Might rock it a little side to side on the spine. All right, we're gonna bring the soles of the feet to the edges of the mat. If you have anything on either side of you, maybe move it to the side here. Just throw that over there. There we go. Arms out like wings. You're just gonna let the knees drop to one side and then the other. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Next time your knees are over to the right, we're gonna pause here. This is great. You can bring your gaze to the left and just chill here. If you wanna add a little bit more, you can take the right foot and place it on top of the left knee. Gonna get into your hip flexor a little bit, maybe even into that quad. All right. And then we'll go back to our slow windshield wipers a couple of times, side to side, rinse that out. Next time your knees are to the left, gaze to the right. You can add on left foot now would come on top of the right knee. I like to give you options. Everybody is different. Good. All right. One last time, just maybe once or twice to either side, little windshield wipe. And then we'll start to settle in for final, well, mostly final pose. Legs extend, feet splay out, arms by your sides, palms face up. Tuck your shoulders under so you get this nice lift opening in the chest. Help to counter all the rounding, sitting, computer, phone work. And then close your eyes. Shavasana. Gently start to bring some awareness back. Remembering that you can always stay in Shavasana longer if you need it or you have the time. If you're coming with me, we're gonna roll to one side for fetal position. And then press all the way up to seated. Sitting up nice and tall, palms come to heart center. Take a big breath in, pause at the top. Empty it out. Thumbs to your third eye. We vow in gratitude to each other and ourselves, and together we say, Namaste. Namaste. Awesome job, everybody. Drink your water. Be good to yourselves. Have a nice, good, healthy dinner. And I will see you next week. Strength on Tuesday. Oh, got some work done there. Oh, I'm so glad, Karim. Oh, you too, Tani. You're welcome, Jiwoo. Paul, you're welcome. So you are so welcome, everyone. I'll see you Tuesday for strength, 7:30 a.m. or yoga Wednesday, 5:15 p.m. All right, be well, you guys. Bye.